What's going on? Steve Kaplan here, and I'm excited to share part 2 of the AI content waterfall with you today. It is going to be awesome. We are going to produce a ton of amazing content, but just to recap where we came from, in the first portion of the AI content waterfall, we covered quite a bit of ground. We worked with ChatGPT so that we could create semantic structure for content that would make a lot of sense. And then we used Koala Writer to create an incredible blog post that's long and SEO optimized. And then we sent that over to wondercraft.ai, and we made an audio file. We made a podcast with that, and we sent that into castmagic.io. And this is where our journey picks up today. So the next steps of this here are these two arrows right here. We're going to make long form videos. And so some of this stuff that I'm doing will already be done, but you'll see final output. And I'm going to show you how to actually do everything. So let's dive in. All right, here we go. So where we left off, we had a podcast that was in Wondercraft, and so we downloaded that after we finished this, and this is where we pick it up today. We're going to take that file, downloaded, yep, and we're going to move that into Buzzsprout. Right now, we are on a mission to make 2 long-form videos. So we have an audio file here that we are going to come into our episodes and upload a new episode, and then choose the file that we just had right there. And we'll rename it. So the episode title, don't forget, we have a whole bunch of content and options over here inside of CastMagic. So one of the things we got is titles. So let's use, I like the first one, maximizing e-commerce growth, unleashing the power of performance max campaigns. Let's go. All right, going into Buzzsprout. Get that in there as the title. And we also have a description of this particular podcast as well. That's also inside of CastMagic. So we got an introduction, which will suffice. Take this and pull that into Buzzsprout. There we go. It's inside the descriptions. And now, if we wanted to do episode artwork, we can design with Canva, which also has its own pretty cool AI. We can select a file. So, or we can use this same episode artwork. So I'm going to keep this episode artwork. I haven't designed something right now, but so we need to make sure that we get the right season in there and the right episode. I think this is 5. So 5. Episode type is full. It's not explicit content. You can fill in these advanced things here, but not necessary for now. Let's just get this. Save episode details. All right. So we got 35-minute podcast here. So this podcast can be distributed to all not live. So we got to publish this. We would now, this has been produced. There's the description. And we can create a visual soundbite. Let's do that. So now we got a little visual soundbite, and this is a video. Let's make it 60 seconds. So we got a long video. And then take your pick where you want to publish this. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, landscape, YouTube, or your website, and portrait is for Instagram stories, TikTok. And so we got a video now from this podcast. You can decide if you want text and artwork, and then create my soundbite. I'm going to do a square one. So now this is going to be my Facebook post, but it will also be a YouTube video. All right, so they're creating a visual soundbite for this. In the meantime, since we have we've gotten everything all organized from the soundbite inside of Cast Magic, and they have key topics and bullets all through here. And so what are we going to do with this? This whole thing is a video, another video. Here's our newsletter. There's already a newsletter in here, but we're going to use Tugin in a little while to write another newsletter. So there's 2 newsletters that we have that are awesome content based on this content that we've been developing, that all started with very intelligent research. So come back to Buzzsprout, and so we're going to come into Pictory, and we are going to we're going to use script to video, and then just paste this in there, and then take this here. Now, optionally, if you want to, you can highlight specific words on here, so that it will match the words on each slide with the scene. But make sure you change the scene setting to create new scenes at line breaks. That's what we want. So now we got, well, I'll show you. That's it. We're going to hit proceed here in Pictory.ai after we set our scene settings. So that'll take a minute. Let's see if our soundbite is done. Visual soundbite needs to be up in here so that we can take it into YouTube. All right, Pictory is going to take a couple minutes. So while Pictory is going and doing this, we'll come back into Cast Magic, and we will do a couple other things here. So we have the once we have we got a script in here too. So we got one more video coming. There's a real script in here. So if you want to, you can take this script here and we can move it into Super Creator. But the best way to do this really actually is probably use this thread. So if we copy this content and we go to now the next tool, so we're going to have 3 videos here. The next tool is called supercreator.ai. It's meant for the iPhone, but they have this interface here. So we can import our own script or advanced AI script, and we'll put a couple of settings in here. topic. We'll put all that. We'll put the whole thread in here. And let's make it long. Make the script length long. And then your keywords are back over here in Cast Magic. You scroll back up to the top. Your keywords are already well laid out. There's actually arguably too many in here, so I'm just going to take a few of them, and then come back over here. The super creator, grab that. Tone of voice, instructional. That's just what I'm doing. You can do whatever you want. Target audience. So for this, it would be e-com entrepreneurs, marketers, MC, and media buyers. All right. English asset generation. Yeah, generate AI assets. And let's go. All right. So it's creating the script from the thread, and a thread can be spoken. Really, we could take the, what we should probably do is take the script right from the podcast. But let's see how this comes out. I'm interested. If it's not sufficient or it's not good, then we can just grab the script from the podcast, which is also right over in Cast Magic. All right, so when this gets finished loading, so we're going to have to record this from our phone. So if I want to record this video, there's a couple of options: from my phone or send to someone else's phone. So I'm going to do from my phone. Yeah, this didn't come out properly. All right, so let's start over. Here we go. I'm going to do create new script, and then I'm going to do import script because we already have a script here right over in Cast Magic. I'll just grab the transcript from right here without any timestamps. There we go. And then I'll come back over here and bring that on in here. Even if you make mistakes during this process, it's just a bunch of steps, but it's not, it's a bunch of steps, but it's not too difficult. So we'll put the script in there, and then we got to go through there here and clean this out. But now we got a good script, and this one's easy. I actually think I just took the wrong script here, but it's fine. We're gonna do auto fetch assets, AI generated. We still want AI generated assets. Let's do Dolly. Dolly is my favorite, and I do 3D, and then we're done. And then we're gonna see how that works, because this is an actual script, right? So in the beginning, we started with a blog post, a really good blog post. We started with a really good blog post, and then we turned it into spoken word. And without speaking the words, but we used our voice, we were able to create a podcast. And now, so we got video. We got to record something now. So like it just broke all those into scenes. Let me share my screen again. Okay, so it just broke all these into scenes for me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my iPhone. I'm going to scan this right here, and then I'm just going to read off the screen and record this. You're going to have to download this to see how it works, but the output we're going to take a look at real quick. So this was from when I did the Performance Max one. This was a super creator video. Let me share my desktop audio and show you this real quick. It is not fantastic. I am by no means a actor of any kind. I'm just sharing some good info with you. So
hey there, just recorded PMax for ecom Beyond the Basics. I'm excited for you to see this. We just wrapped up this awesome episode of the DTC AI podcast, and I couldn't be more excited to share the highlights with you in this quick recap. We took a deep dive into PMax campaigns and truly a game changer for e-commerce, as well as lead gen, but we're focusing on e-commerce so that we can do all kinds of things like we can do all kinds of things with your data so that we can increase conversions. We can get a run of the entire Google Ads network, all the different platforms. There's explicit instructions and Beyond the Basics. These campaigns are not only optimized to your ads.
Okay, that's mildly painful for me to watch myself like that. The video is all choppy and bumpy and stuff. But that's fine because it got one like. It got a like. But it's good. It's good content. The delivery's not the best, but it's great content, and we created it in a matter of minutes. And now we have a YouTube URL. With a YouTube URL, we can take so for example, we have our, let's see how Pictory's going and how Buzzsprout's going. Let's check in on that. So Pictory is ready to adjust here. So you can see what kind of output this does. Let's do a really quick preview of this. So just so you can see how it gets set up just without changing any of the settings. So we have to add background music and we have to add voiceover. We can record each of the, you can see how these the images match the text on the screen. It's really cool how it flows and it comes together. But it's going to be even better because we are going to add audio. So we'll just add a voiceover, and I don't have realistic AI voices, but there's still some pretty cool voices in here. Or you can alternatively just record the script that we have in here. I'm sorry. Alternatively, since we grabbed the script from and we have the actual podcast. All right, hit a snag there. Never mind. Let's keep going with this. This made an awesome full-length video. The video is 3 minutes and 2 seconds long, and it just went through all the parts that we had. It just went through all the parts of, well, all the highlights from our actual podcast, which was arguably good, really good content. So let's just let's do like Aiden.
Welcome to Pictory. It has been shown that video increases conversion rate by 80%.
He's not super cool, but that's okay. And then let's get something that's like, escalating. No, aggressive. No, bittersweet. Working away. Unfinished business. Working away. I like it. I'm digging it. All right. So we set the voiceover and we set the background music. We're gonna turn the background music down. We're gonna turn the voice up. Voiceover still applying to here. So once this is done, we can preview it again, and we can actually go through every one of these slides. We can take out the text that's here, and we can do that from all the slides at the same time if we don't want that to show. We can change the background images. We can change the voiceovers. We can add text in. We can add in other elements, anything that we want to upload, our branding. And then we have multiple formats. So again, we can do 16:9, 9:16, or 1:1. So yeah, once the voiceovers are done, applied, all right, now make sure that we turn this setting proper. Background music, I want it a little higher than that, but the voiceover volume be a little higher too. All right, and now, so let's do this. Let's hide the text, and we'll preview that.
Powerful features and systematic tracking, unleashing the full potential.
All right, so it's cool to keep the closed captions on, actually. So we'll keep those on, and now we're good to go. We got voiceover, we got all the video prepared, and it took a very short amount of time with text that we already had from CastMagic. Now we're exporting this as a video. Once this is exported as a video, this is going to be a longer video. So we're going to put this particular video onto YouTube. Now we have the podcast broken down, and we have a video highlight of the podcast, which will be totally different content. That's also another 3-minute video. Now we're going to take both of those and we're going to break them down. We're going to break them down into an Opus clip. And so how do we do that? Opus clip, you can do it from a YouTube link, or you can just drop the file right in there, which is what I'm going to do. Well, let me get the actual file from here. And let's see, we can see in Buzzsprout for creating your visual soundbite. All right, thank you. All right, so far, just to review, we knocked out Super Creator. We are grabbing everything we can from CastMagic. We have that the podcast is going to get published on Buzzsprout, so it's going to be distributed to all of the podcasts, the big podcast outlets. And then we have created Pictory long form video and Dectopus. Let's do that right now too. So Dectopus, we can take more content from our CastMagic and go into, so there's an introduction here. What do we want to put in a presentation? I would say key topics and bullets again. So we can put this into a presentation. So now we have a full-length video, and we're using the same thing to go into Dectopus and turn this into a presentation. There we go. Who's the audience? E-commerce store owners and managers. Good job. To educate e-commerce owners, managers, benefit and implementation of Performance Max campaigns. Yeah, perfect. All right, so we pick a little less text. We pick our creative element here, and then we let Dectopus do its magic. All right, now we have an audio file. I always want that separate audio file too. And we have this full feature video. Now, this full feature video is going on YouTube, and we can put that on YouTube through Postly. Let me wait to go into Postly for a couple of minutes so that I can show you Opus Pro, because we're down at the bottom of this map and we're about to get our shorts on down here. We're about to get our reels, our shorts, our stories. So let's get clips in one click. Here we go. My download here. All right, Performance Max. You drop that in here. You drop that in Opus Pro. Opus Pro is going to upload the file and take a look at it and see what it needs to do so that it can make it awesome for us. Turn it into shorts that are really high quality shorts that that you see around the web, that have the jumping text, and you'll see it on this video after I do it with this. So now we get clips in one click. We can do it auto, or you can change it. You got a lot of language options in there. And so we can choose any of these styles. I like this style. It's got our brand guidelines on it. So part of this is you can set up your brand template here. It's very easy. I'm not going to go through that. This is 2 minutes and 40 seconds. We want clips that are less than 30 seconds so we can get a bunch of shorts. I'm not going to topic. I don't usually do any topic filter, and then I just do clips in a click. Clips in a click. All right, now Opus Clip has its own distribution platform, so we can send all of our content through here, or all of our short video content through here, and we are going to publish this Pictory video to YouTube. All right. And then we're breaking that down as well right now. And we're going to publish those shorts around the same time. And now we also have a deck here that is 29 slides long. And all we did was give it some topic, and it was off to the races. Off to the races. Off to the races. So this looks good, I think. E-commerce landscape, competition. Yeah, it has all the highlights. It formatted this for us. So that's it. That's all I want to do with this. We got an AI assistant in here that can do all kinds of stuff, but if we want to rehearse or record this, we can. We can also share this directly with embed code, and that is what I recommend you do. You could share this right on LinkedIn, like I think we can share this on LinkedIn. Public share link. I'm not sure if you can do an embed on LinkedIn, but let's see how this turns out. So we use that. All right, now we're going to come into Postly. Okay, so we got a YouTube video, but we're going to natively upload the video. We need a URL. That's why we needed that. Okay, so for the sake of time, I'm going to take this video from here and share it. And grab this and come into Postly and then put that URL in here. Okay. Add it. All right, there we go. So we got that all styled and so we're just going to do one video. Continue. All right, so I have to select platforms. Postly is very easy to use. You just come in here and you go into platforms and you connect everything up. You connect all your social networks, and then I can select the platforms that I want to post to, and I'll just do everything. I'm gonna post everywhere. TikTok, all my profiles everywhere, all over the place. Google My Business, Twitter, everywhere, all these Facebook pages at the same time. So you can save that to an audience group, or you can publish to much fewer places than that. But as you go through this, so we got all of our platforms. As you go through this, you want to make sure that you design each one properly. So for YouTube, make sure you add the good title, select the thumbnail, and you want to notify your subscribers probably. Video category, pick your category, put your description in, make sure you use good tags. And again, all this stuff is right over here in Cast Magic waiting for you. So we just paste that in here. YouTube's going to convert this to shorts. That's okay. We're going to publish our shorts ourselves. So I got Reddit connected here. You're welcome to do a Reddit. The titles, again, titles are in Cast Magic. You just keep popping over and grabbing different titles from here. Cutting through the noise, achieving e-commerce excellence with performance max campaigns. Now we're spreading the semantic value of what we're doing and across different platforms. Enter a title for your TikTok. Again, grab another title, or you can use the same one. Public. Just set your settings there. I want to do a Facebook post right now. This is, I do want to do the video as a reel, and I do want to do that as a story, but I can't do both. I'm going to do this as a story because we got a reel coming from Opus Clip right now. All right. And then if you want to, your Instagram, you can add your first comment on Instagram, and then you publish this. And so it's going to say, it's going to tell you there's an issue with Twitter. So you got to go into Twitter and make sure that you structure the thread properly. And then if there's any video issues, it'll tell you there's issues with the video. And then you post it, and we're live. So this is one that we did just before the going live here, and as you can see, it posted to 2 of our profiles, and if we want to post to more than that, we can sure do it. So I promised you 3 Twitter threads. There's a thread in Cast Magic, and there is a thread, an Instagram thread in here as well. And there's also a newsletter. So we can take this newsletter and we can do on LinkedIn directly. We would go into LinkedIn and do an article directly on LinkedIn. I'm not going to show you what that looks like. It's really easy. But let's go back over to Opus and see what this does. Oh, they couldn't render any clips. All right. All right, so we got another video. I do want to show you how this works though. So that doesn't usually happen. What I would do is I would try to come back over here, go to the dashboard, maybe do it one more time. But don't forget, we now have this longer clip from supercreator.ai. And if we really want to, we could have another piece of copy by just taking this URL and putting it into Pictory, and it'll make us another great video. And then, so now we've got at least probably around 9 I think this is still going to work, but I'm not sure. Showed an error before. Error detected. We're not able to render any clips. So all the credits are back. Okay. Okay, let me try to add that in there again. A little derail a little bit, but that's all right. All right. So come back in here. Let's grab this. All right. So it's uploading again. If it doesn't error out, then I'll be able to show you something pretty cool, because this works like a champ usually. If not, I'll show you one of the previous posts that I've done. So far through the part 2, all we really have left right now is Opus Pro and Tugin. So Tugin is just like, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do 30 to 60 sec. Let me do less than 30 seconds and auto. Actually, let's just do auto and see how it goes. No, I want at least one that's less than 30 seconds. So let's do that. Get clips in one click and just see if it works, or if it errors out again. And all right, back to Tugin. All right, so we got our URL, and now, in addition to the thread that you have had over, in the in Cast Magic, we're gonna grab the URL from one of your YouTube videos, and we're gonna bring that into Tugin. Tugin does awesome with YouTube videos. It transcribes them, and then there's prompts in the background. Tugin, the founder of the site, whose name is Tugin, he's a really great copywriter. So now this can create 3 different threads for you. So that's 4 threads that we have that we can post, and those could be scheduled out over the next 2 or 3 days. So I'll do like a 10 secrets thread, and this is loaded. It's still loading. It looks like it's loaded. All right, so I'll show you what that comes out looking like. And then, so we've got this deck. This deck goes onto, this deck can actually go into LinkedIn with that newsletter link. And then we got a really powerful newsletter that has an awesome presentation in it. Opus is 10%. Processing and analyzing, 10%. All right. Let's see. Heavy roll. Okay. So I would take, Postly is the last step here. I want to show you the Opus clip might be my favorite tool of all of these AI tools because of what it does. So I think it's worth waiting for this for a minute. We'll take a break. while we're waiting, if you like this video, please like it, please share it and subscribe and tell your friends and share this stuff. Share this AI. AI is awesome, and it's making us smarter if we use it properly. So this video is still processing a little bit. I think it's going to go through. So this will be the last step, aside from, again, posting on Postly. So there's going to be a bunch of content that comes through Postly. There's going to be a bunch of content that comes through Opus Clip. And then the LinkedIn newsletter you'll post directly. And if you want to do multiple LinkedIn newsletters, you post them directly. And the TikToks, I usually do it from here, but you can do them from Postly as well. So check it out. All right, we got one short out of this. Not bad, not bad. All right, this is less than 30 seconds. We got one short, so you see what it did to the video. I don't know about that. Well, it's just repeating itself, isn't it? That's not good. I think there might have been a flub up here with the slides. Let's see. Do. I think the voiceover was applied, but let's check. Yeah, I mean troubleshooting. Some of this stuff isn't perfect every time. So let's see what happened here. When we broke that clip down and made it shorter, I'm pretty sure it was fine. But let's see if the file that we output was flawed somehow, or if it came together the way it was supposed to. Let's see. So this is the export from Pictory. And let's see. Nope. All right. That's okay. That's good. I made a mistake. So, because now we can fix it. So let's see. If you screw that up, then the voiceover Aiden was applied, but Aiden was applied, but I guess maybe I didn't do it on all scenes. So yeah, it's still here. Let's preview this again. Preview. I do not know where that voiceover came from, but we're gonna have to get that out of there. Voiceover. Starting at scene 1. Apply AI voiceover. I'm not leaving until this is done, because this is cool and I want you to see it completed. As you can see, there's 26 scenes here, so the voice didn't sync up properly. It usually does, but the sound will go all the way through. I thought that was too short. It was 3 minutes. I think it should be double that, probably. But let's see. All right. So what I will do is I will leave a final version of this video. Here, let's see. There we go. All right. So now we're synced to every slide. It's still 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But I can preview the whole thing. Probably should. That's a good lesson. No worries. So now we'll download that again, and we would take that back into Opus Pro, let Opus Pro do its thing again, so it's not just repeating itself. But I just want to show you inside of Opus Pro a couple of things that you can do. You can edit your clip. You can edit the design. You can take out bits and pieces of your clip. You can change where you're going to export to. So you can change which size your file is here. And you can edit the captions with text. And then if you want to add in B-roll, you can also add in B-roll, and it just generates it for you. And the intro caption is right what's at the top here. So you really have a lot of flexibility to change everything on here. And when it's all said and done, you save it and compile it. When you got it how you want it, you can customize the style, and then when it's ready to go, you click share, and you can share it to LinkedIn. You can share it as a Instagram reel. You can share it as a Facebook reel. You can share it as a TikTok. You can send it to your TikTok inbox, and one more, YouTube. So you can send it to all those places at the same time, or you can schedule one. And so you should come out with like 5 or 6 of these. If we put the 35-minute recording of the podcast in here, then we would get like at least 5 of these shorts. So then you got shorts for days and reels for days. Intriguing message that you just came up with at the beginning of this. And I think that does it. That's part 2 of the content waterfall. Thank you for joining. I'll just bring up our little diagram here. We can take a look at it. And so I won't go back through all this, but Tugan, you'll have to check it out on your own. This is a little bit buggy, but the quality, you'll notice the quality is even better than Cast Magic, and it's way better than ChatGPT. So definitely try Tugan out. Let me see if it finished. It did. All right, so we're gonna do a 10 secrets thread. Okay, so I just pulled this from the video that we made from Super Creator. Okay, now it's generating this. You can play around with this. When this is done, you copy it and you bring it into Postly, and Postly will turn it into the right structure for you. It's pretty cool. But if you look at this, this is high quality from the video. This is a high quality thread. So if we want to, we can shorten it. We can throw some emojis in there. We can change the personality or translate it to a different language, or just generally tell that it's terrible. I love throwing emojis in here, and the threads come out looking great. You can ask it to redo it. And then you can do a couple other threads if you want to. Practical advice is a good one. And then once you've got the content that you need from Tugin, again, there's always titles, but once you pull these 4 from YouTube, you don't need simple tweets, in my opinion. If you're big on Twitter, you can grab a whole bunch of these, but and make very nice tweets out of them. So there's a whole bunch of other options on here and what you can do in Tugin, but for what we're doing, I just wanted to show you those just from the YouTube videos. And that is the end of the content waterfall. Now we've got at least 26 pieces of content that we just created and 12 content types, and 15 of those are unique pieces of content. Most of them came from Cast Magic, but it all started with the idea generator that we came up with the GPT that just came out, that I shared in the first video. If you didn't get that, check that out. All these tools are here for you. Without my ums and ahs and babbling and stuff breaking a little bit, this whole process takes less than 2 hours. And so you can crank out ridiculous amounts of content. And even if you have one person that you work with that posts the content for you, this is, it's not a hard part of your day. And the volume of content you can crank out, in my opinion, you see my YouTube channel. I'm by no means a celebrity. I'm putting in work. I'm doing, I'm doing my 100 videos so that more people will want to watch. And I'm trying to give some good stuff away. So if you like this, please share it. Leave your comments. Let me know what you thought. And if you joined us live on the live broadcast, thank you so much. And have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. Again, Steve Kaplan from Click and Convert and DTC PPC. And Happy New Year, and enjoy the AI content waterfall and the fruits of all of this AI. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I would love to answer some questions. And thanks for watching.